the difference is the MD's pet formula and the regular formula, but I had 3 full droppers. It was quite delicious. It was pretty good.
You take a lot. I take enough supplements, vitamins,
Yeah, I took a lot of things.
You know, like I said, I cut down the meat for a little bit. A lot of this is going like half an hour.
Yeah, this thing. You really tell the difference.
I'm enjoying the time, just a relaxing time with no pressure of things to do. You know, no shows to go to. Stay home every night, hang out with the girls. I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
That was really fun. Back to my roots. Back to Boulder. I took him back to the Rabbi Institute, bitch. And I took him back to meditation. Because what I would do is I'd hit the bag 15. And then to come down, I'd stretch and just do yoga poses and breathe. And then end.
AF40 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Outside during the fourth quarter, kind of shake off the heaviness of the week.
I think that hitting the bag is a kind of meditation. I really do. I think if you really can just concentrate on your breath. Yes.
And I do 3 minutes, 30 seconds off.
Coming up in April.
Yeah.
But then after that, the stretch is really helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have no cryotherapy, no acupuncture.
Is cryo closed?
So my warning, get your tickets now.
I stayed away for the last 2 weeks. I did a little Novador, which is the red lights until
your rating.
10 days ago.
Yeah.
How are they going to experience the pizza, inside of it, topic, analysts?
Last weekend, I said we were going to March and shit. This is right close to my house. It's like all that big walls. It's just amazing.
Packed.
They're on top of each other. And if I'm running behind you, that makes no sense. They're all running the same way. You're running right into someone. You're running right into it. And I'm like, I got a GED, Joe. This is what kills me. I got a GED. And I'm sitting there watching these fucking morons run behind each other. You know, like, yeah, all of a sudden you're fucking rocking, but you're sucking that guy's breath. And the chick behind you sucking her breath.
Oh my God.
And the chick behind you, and they all run in the same direction, 10 feet away from each other. So I knew it. So now the cops stopped it.
Other cops tell
The
me
cops
to
were pulling them.
But you can be by yourself, right? I saw some people hitting the pads at the park where someone was holding pads for somebody. You can do that. You got some space away from each other. You get a little workout in.
But there's always going to be that that's going to come up to you.
Yeah.
There's always that.
Hey man, aren't you worried about the coronavirus?
I have to take the racehorse out early. My daughter's a racehorse. So at 8:45, I give my wife a break and I just take her for a little stroll.
Just wear her out
Just to wear her out a little bit. We play badminton. I hate all this. And they're at 9:15 for a reason. They got the playground sealed off. And then they got a huge fucking park. And for some reason, everybody else walking along. So I'm the second person to say, really? Really? You can't walk around. You gotta walk in between. People can't have enough. They test your fucking wits.
Well, they don't change.
The best was the guy that watched me playing with my daughter, and I could see him out of the corner of my eye. I could see him. I could see him whispering to the wife some stupid shit. And what does he do? He starts walking towards me. And I'm not even paying attention, but I am. I'm watching him do this fucking bitch. I'm watching him. I'm watching him do this fucking bitch. I'm watching him playing with my daughter throwing a wolf a roll. And he's walking towards me. Finally, I have to stop. And he goes, finally, I have to stop. And he goes, hi, I just wanted to shit. I go, stop. And he just looked at me and I felt terrible. They still want to shake your hand. I'm like, it's not going to happen. Stop right there. Like, hit me on Twitter and I'll hit you back. But that's it. I don't want to hug. I don't want to know nobody. Nothing you got to tell me to me at all.
People, they're not changing their behavior. No, some people, there's a number of people, right? So some people pay attention to everything. Some people says a fucking face mask with these giant gloves on, and she's walking away from everybody like everyone's a bomb, and she's doing her grocery shopping. I'm like, well, you've gone too far. This is a little ridiculous. And then I'm looking at other people that are acting like there's nothing wrong, and they try to shake your hand. And then there's people that are paying attention too much, so they've become paranoid and they're not even living their life. And then there's other people that aren't paying attention at all. They're barely paying attention.
I'm in the middle.
They barely look at
I'm in the middle. I know I have to live my life. That means I don't have to go to 7-Eleven.
I know that before we go,
Yeah.
7-Eleven is Philly.
our
I don't do that for nothing. Okay.
for you.
Not today. I got rolling papers and everything in my arthritis. I got arthritis till next month. I can wipe myself up 10 times. But the arthritis I got, I'm not putting myself in a bad position.
Yeah.
You've been quarantined, James has been quarantined. Somebody is tonight, they'll go.
Where?
No, if I tell you that tonight there's a concert, they'll go.
If it was.
If it was, they'll still
Well, Liberty University letting students back into it. Jesus is going to look out for them. Yeah. There was an article on CNN. They were showing Liberty University opening up its doors again to students. Like, this just started, you fucks. You can't just,
Where do you think we are right now?
beginning.
You
This is
really
the
think we're
beginning.
at the beginning?
Yes. Yes,
You
this is
don't
the
think
beginning.
we're good till mid-May?
Now, listen, it keeps accelerating every day. It's accelerating every day. That means it's at the beginning. Every day there's more cases. Every day there's more people getting sick.
Now, didn't he say yesterday about he's talking about Easter?
Yeah, they did. See, like, this virus doesn't give a fuck. Like, this virus doesn't give a fuck what day you think Jesus came out of the ground. This virus doesn't give a fuck. And if you don't respect it, people are going to die. And there's people like these people just to get the economy back in line. People are like, whoa, what are you saying? You think the economy, we should get the economy back in line, and by doing the economy, some old people are going to have to die. You're ready to sacrifice people for money. Yeah, older people would rather die than let COVID-19 harm U.S. economy, Texas official said. Older people would rather die, that's what he says. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. Okay. Yeah, and he's saying that he's in that high-risk category himself because he's 70. As these politicians are terrified that to close things down. They didn't have a plan, and now they realize, like, oh my God, this might have to stay locked down for a long time. What happens to the economy? Yeah, you didn't have a plan. No one had a plan. So they locked everything down, and now they're like, listen, this could last a long time. We got to start the rumblings now of getting this ball rolling again. Because if it goes 6-7 months and no one's working, no one can go outside their house for 6-7 months. Like, this is crazy. We won't have any money, and China's going to take over. Tucker Carlson had this whole piece he did that I saw that was actually pretty accurate. Where he's talking about what could be possible. Like, he was talking about how the NBA. Did you see that whole segment where the NBA, they had said something about China, praising China and saying positive things about China, What was this? What was the reason behind that, Jamie? You're an NBA guy.
The GM for the Houston Rockets tweeted like support for Hong Kong.
That's right. It was support for Hong Kong, and then China got pissed at that, and so then they started tweeting nice things about China, and they started.
Well, at the time that happened, there was like NBA teams in China doing games,
Right.
Just come back, and then they started asking all them what they thought about this. And then LeBron started supporting China, I think, and then everyone jumped on that money over.
Well, you mean that they face consequences for supporting Hong Kong? Yeah. Well, what Tucker Carlson was saying in this piece was that imagine if that's the whole country. Like, understand that, like, China's the ruler of the world. If China becomes the ruler of the world, not the United States, because of something like this. Like, this is all really possible. Like, the idea that the United States is the ruler of the world, so it has to stay the ruler of the world forever. No, natural disasters, disease, fucking asteroid impact. There's a bunch of different things that could shift the balance of power in the world. Rome used to run, right? There's Europe, England, the UK. England used to run half the fucking planet. There's a lot of different countries that were on top of the world that are no longer on top of the world. And we would be in a real sticky countries that were on top of the world that are no longer on top of the world. And we would be in a real sticky situation if we had to have to live under that. We can't, we're America. Well, that's ridiculous because we're human beings and other human beings are stuck in a circumstance where they're living under a military dictatorship. So there's no difference between them and us other than culture and the place where they live. That shifts. Things change with natural disaster, with disease, with failure of the economy, with war, with all these different factors. Things change, and our perception, much like our perception of our society itself, it's always going to be like this. And all of a sudden, this disease comes along, so it shuts everything down. You're like, whoa, that's a fucking wake-up call. You need to recognize that this is kind of fragile. Well, the whole system is fragile. If those things happen, natural disaster, disease, war, anything catastrophic happens, the balance of power completely shifts. And who knows whose control the survivors are under? Who knows? Who knows how this works out? This is all real touch and go right now. This is real touch and go. This is uncharted territory where we have slipped into a place where no one's working and everyone's scared. And the president wants to go back to work on Easter because it's a special day to him. And Joe Biden can't talk. The guy who's running for fucking president for the Democrats can't talk. Did you see the latest shit? Tim Dillon sent me 2 videos. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, he's in cognitive decline. Governor of New York, Cuomo. Put him in, coach. Put him in. You want a guy to run for president, wrong leader, who's got a lot of experience.
He's impressed the fuck out of me.
He's impressed the fuck out of me too.
When he's like,
Put him in,
opening
coach.
up human lives,
Yes.
not more than money. He's impressed me. I tell you who else is impressed me. I don't know. See, you can't say nothing because you're always going to be wrong. There's always a knock. Oh, but Joey, you're wrong because he's declined the woman's abortion actions. He apparently voted for. I know there's always something. I see that he's communicating with Governor Newsom.
Yes.
He's doing a great job. I don't know what his politics are. I don't know if he's a Democrat or Republican. I just know he's stepping up and he's fighting for these people. He's making some smart choices. And you know what? I don't know. Are you a fucking scientist, Joe Rogan?
Let me check.
Are you a scientist? No, me neither. Go fuck ourselves. Until that time, I don't know. I do know one scientist. But she's talking to stay the fuck home on my business. I don't know. I do know 3, 4 people. And they told me it's not a fucking pretty place. My brother's a cop in that hospital. And he says that it's a fucking nightmare. He just want about A and B. B is if you have kidneyitis. A is if you have corona. They say it's a fucking nightmare.
Right, because you got to think the same amount of people are still getting injured.
Yeah, no corona people. They just want fucking, they're bringing a ship with 1,000 beds.
These goddamn cruise ships. You want to talk about a petri dish? Stuck on a metal craft in the middle of the ocean, breathing recirculated air with a bunch of people who party. And around you is the ocean, and if you fall in, you're dead because they don't scoop anybody up. When do they ever turn the ship around and scoop somebody out when they fall overboard? No chance. For comics, it was always a death sentence.
It's become America's top dealer in coins, precious metals, jewelry, and fine art.
They take you out far enough so you can
Yeah.
Call now for a no obligation free
Nice.
professional
I
appraisal.
know it was
800-711.
You like to say this is a comedian amongst us.
It's a death sentence.
For me, they have additional work.
I do gotta say though, the fucking Practical Jokers, those guys did a tour on a bus. I mean on a boat. Apparently everybody loved it. So it's like if you get your fans in there,
Right.
a rare thing.
Right.
Yeah, there's people that can pull that.
Yeah.
Well, Alonzo goes on jazz tours. He does jazz cruises. You know, Alonzo Bowden is a serious jazz fan. Loves jazz music. Loves it. So I love him to death. He's always been the best. He's always
just Clippers fan. Before anybody even talked about the Clippers.
And rides a motorcycle everywhere.
Yeah, that motherfucker. But he was a Clippers fan. They were open 92. He was down there by himself. I was telling Alonzo. Now he's living like a doctor. He's fucking yelling. As soon as they got Kwame, I was happy just for Alonzo. That's how much I love Alonzo. I was happy just for Alonzo.
Hey, everybody loves Alonzo.
Everybody. Nobody has a beef.
Nobody.
No, why would you? First of all, break your hand.
He's giant.
His fucking hands are ginormous.
And he's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. He doesn't even know he can break it.
You never know that he's 6'4", 250 pounds solid muscle, whatever the fuck he is. He's a tank of a man. But he's hilarious too. He's a dude that's got great points. Like, here's one of his lines. He goes, "Not every Trump supporter is racist, but every racist is a Trump supporter." You have to see these recent videos. Here, I'm sending it to you. Have you seen it, Jamie?
And then you fucking killed Bernie Sanders. You basically killed Bernie Sanders.
They killed him.
I'm reading something the other night.
Just me.
That Porter, you put the kiss of that down, cocksucker. He just like, oh my God, Julia, and she's like, fucking, I won't talk to her because of Joe Rogan. Back.
Well, it's not that I backed.
Donald
It's that they used a video of me to support their campaign, to say that I endorsed them. And then they took a bunch of my bits and they took a bunch of things we said on the podcast, high as fuck, out of context, and made it look like I was some right-wing monster. Like I'm some sort of homophobe. And then they used the transphobe thing from the lady that used to be a man. If you don't know the story, used to be a man for 30 years, became a woman for 2, and then started beating the fuck out of women without telling them that her whole life she had been a man up until recently. She just thought it was a medical condition that she didn't have to reveal. And I got mad.
That's domestic violence.
Yeah, it's crazy. It should be criminal to not tell somebody. I mean, the idea that you're the same thing as a biological woman is just not fact. It's not scientific fact. And yeah, I said a bunch of horrible shit about her. That she's not even horrible shit. I just said mean things. That she's a man. Like, you're a man. You can't just go fighting. Yes, that's what I did. I said the truth. And I said it because
you're gonna have a lot of friends.
But here's the thing. I'm a guy that I support bull riding. Okay? I support, if you're a woman and you want to fight a man, I support it. But you gotta let that person know that you're a man. If you used to be a man, you gotta let him know. If a woman wants to fight a biological man right now, a guy with his balls, and she wants to do it, and he wants to do it, and they sign off on it, you could skydive. Why can't you do that? If they're both the same weight, go ahead. I don't think you should. If you're my friend, if you're a woman and you're my friend, I'd be like, there's too many physical advantages. It's too dangerous. All they have to do is hit you once. You said they don't have to be as skillful as you. If they clip you, you're fucked. And that's the truth. That's what happens. I mean, it's a giant advantage. It doesn't mean the woman can't win, because Jermaine Durandamy actually had a kickboxing fight with a man and knocked him the fuck out. That lady's a beast. The Iron Lady from Holland, she's a beast. But she's a former UFC featherweight fucking champion of the world. I mean, she beat a man and knocked him out. But you shouldn't fight a man if you don't know it's a man. That's rude. And if you didn't know that someone used to be a man, that's rude too. So they tried to pretend that I'm on this transphobic crusader. I love all people. I literally love all people. I don't care what you are, whether you're gay or straight or Asian or black or white, or I don't care. I don't care. If you're nice, I'm nice to you. I'm 100% open to everybody. But I'm not gonna bullshit. You can't fight women if you used to be a man and not tell them. It's so ridiculous that that's even a debatable subject. Like, I had a bit about it where I said, never would I think as a society we would get to a point where someone would say, hey man, I don't think it's cool if you get your dick removed and then beat the fuck out of chicks. And people would be like, you're out of line. That's where it got. That's where it got. We got so overly progressive in the fight to do the right thing.
We gotta write that script about the guy like that.
Well, what would he do if she's really hot? You're still into her. Do you really care? Good question.
Yeah, no, that's what.
Some people don't care. Some people are like, I don't give a fuck. I'm ride or die with you, Hugo. When you're alone with them, her in public. Yeah, man. It's but you have to be able to call out shit that's wrong on your side. And this is one of the problems that the Democratic Party's having right now with this Joe Biden guy. You guys got to be able to call it out. You can't let this slide because everybody else sees it, and Trump is going to eat him alive. He's going to eat that guy alive. The guy can barely remember what he's talking about while he's talking.
You know which one it was? There's a few videos.
There's a few of them.
Yeah.
Play any of them. They're all crazy. Every video of him recently talking, he's stumbling through shit. He forgets what he's talking about.
We should be making those masks. We should be moving on those numbers. We can do that. Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked us.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
That's done. No, I probably best at home. Like Judas around. Shut up.
Yeah. It's not. That's not even the worst example. That's just an example. The one down there when he's talking to that lady, I think that one was a struggle too. That was a struggle fest.
Period for keeping businesses shut and people at home. Are you at all concerned, as Trump said,
Yeah,
that
this
we
is it.
cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself?
We have to take care of the cure. That will make the problem worse no matter what. No matter what. We know what has to be done. We know you have to
Reassess the recommended period.
Yeah, see, he doesn't know what he's talking about when he's talking. And this is not like this. I'm looking at this like a medical condition. Okay, I'm looking at this like, okay, when I'm calling a fight and I see a guy limping, and I'm like, I think he hurt his knee. Like Thiago Santos against John Jones, I think he hurt his knee there. I think there's something going on with his knee. Like that's what I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this like this is a medical issue. That's not a normal way to communicate unless he's high as fuck. Because if I was high, I'd be like, I don't know what I just said to this lady. You could be in the middle of one of those interviews, blasted on edibles, going, what are we even talking about? I don't think that's what it is. I think he's
tired. He's old.
He's very old.
And I think he can't.
He doesn't look good either, and they got makeup on him.
Yeah, he doesn't.
His skin is all pulled tight like a lizard.
He's like he got some formaldehyde. He's got the formaldehyde already.
It's not good.
Just press a button.
Governor Cuomo.
Governor Cuomo, right?
That's the
I
answer.
love his behavior. I love his attitude so far. And he's been honest. And I'm telling you, unless you're a fucking idiot, just go to any street corner in New York. You know, look at fucking footage from July, lad. It's too many people.
It's too many people. It's too
You know,
many
when
people
you go
stacked
on
on top of each
you
other.
go on, I couldn't even think about getting on a ferry either. Like I was staying somewhere on Park Avenue. Like, so I gotta get the junk fucking building. Okay, you walk up to the car, people are sitting in cars, the windows shut, breathing, whatever he's breathing.
Yep.
I open up the car and look, I said, you gonna get in? Yeah, give it a minute. And then I would take my handy wipe out, lower the window, and close the fucking door. I got it. When I get on the ferry, I stand outside. I don't sit in there. I breathe that Hudson River. That's good for you. That's as good as it's gonna get.
Disinfectant.
All those bodies and shit floating in there. That fucking Malukia dust in there, pollution, whatever the fuck is in there. But I know. Look at within weeks, Teaneck, right? Teaneck was contaminated.
Did they?
Fort Lee got it. You know, that's all my fucking neighborhood. No, I don't think nobody. Oh, Hoboken is really bad.
Hoboken got it bad?
The cops had to go in there. Fuck, like Hoboken's like a party. Like Hoboken didn't give a fuck. They were fucking just having orgies in Hoboken. Gino told me you gotta stay in.
Really?
So they had to go down and they closed Hoboken. Like you weren't allowed to go into Hoboken. Only people in Hoboken. Good party, you know. Then they just had to fucking shut it down.
Somebody had a meme on their page. It might have been Donnell. I forget who it was. No, it might have been Snoop. I don't remember who it was. But anyway, they had a meme on their page that said, "You're telling people you're gonna put them in jail if they go out after 8 p.m., but you're letting people out of jail early because they got the coronavirus." And someone going, like what? Like what the fuck? What are you saying? You're gonna lock people up, but you're letting people out?
So if you look at this whole thing, there's been some weird people who got tests.
They got tests.
Or he's been out for this fucking madness.
Idris Elba
Yeah,
was in contact with other people that had it
you know, why the fuck did Harvey got tested?
because he's in Rikers. Rikers has a massive outbreak. Yes. Yeah, he's in Rikers. He's in maximum security. He's in Buffalo. Oh, did they move into that because of the corona? He's fucked. He's fucked. He probably has no will to live. You know? I mean, he probably doesn't have a will to get through this. I mean, I don't know what kind of medical treatment they're going to give him, but this could do him in easily. He's so sick already. You look at the guy, he can barely walk. His health is deteriorating.
The stress from this trial,
Crushed him. Took 20 years off his life instantly.
it's just this.
What? I was just saying, we were talking about this yesterday. Right now, you're walking around, toast of the town, getting in limos, climbing out. People are waving to you and cheering. You're getting interviewed on the carpet. Everyone shouts you out. I just want to thank Harvey Weinstein for his amazing, amazing company and the movies you put together that allowed me to shine. Yeah, how many people? Have you seen all the people that praised him? And then 4 years later, imagine that. The things he's already done. He'd already done them at that point.
And they knew while they were praising.
I wonder what they knew.
They
They knew he was a scumbag.
They knew something.
Yeah.
I raped you at that party. Now the next year is going to be another kid fest.
About Harvey is apparently, this is Whitney Cummings' take on it. She said he would actually give them the things he would tell them he would give them. So he'd say, hey, you suck my dick, I'm going to make you a star. And he would actually do it. He would actually put them in these movies. He would give them what they, so they were happy. So they would get all this treatment, and they had some lovey-dovey emails, but really they hated him. And that's when all this came out. He didn't even see it coming because he thought that they loved him. He thought that they would send him these emails. So he sent the emails to the press, like, look at all these emails. These girls love me. Even though he had done scumbag shit to them. It's just he had it set up where this was how you got by. This is how you made movies. This is how you want to be famous. This is how you get famous. I can help you get famous. You're going to help me get rid of some content. Everyone. All the guys too. Every guy. No, I think Brad Pitt threatened him because he made Gwyneth Paltrow feel real uncomfortable. I don't know, man. One of the people said the producer did not have symptoms and was under close observation. It was not clear why he had been tested.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of shit that don't sound right to me. They don't give, listen, inmates are the last people they care about. All right? And the only problem I have with those kind of things, I got locked up. HIV was starting to get popped in 87, 89. So as soon as I got to my destination, they had already built an HIV unit that was fucking state-of-the-art facility. Everybody else lived like a fucking homo. HIV guys live like kings.
Oh, because the food mingling.
Yeah, the HIV, so they had their own thing. They had an open mechanic, 6 guys in that unit. So you never, I don't understand.
That must have contributed so much to homophobia.
But, okay, so when you,
Not in jail, I mean in the world, during the AIDS crisis.
what do you mean?
Homophobia in the world during the AIDS crisis, when AIDS was out, when it was a big deal. I mean, I was almost too young to remember, because I was like 21 when it was happening. I was still a kid. But I mean, the people that were already inclined towards hating people, and then there's a disease that everyone's terrified of, that you get through sex, that could kill you, and it affects gay people disproportionately.
83, 82, those are tough years. You know, they made a phenomenal movie by the call, and the band played on with Richard Gere and a bunch of great actors. Richard Gere played the guy that
Oh yeah.
They played him in a weird manner. Everybody in that movie was a movie star. It was a phenomenal movie about Italy or England. One of those, don't quote me, but let's just go with France. To New York. Come to New York, you fuck somebody from the plane, then go to Studio 54, get his dick sucked, and then go right back there. And he kept doing that. It was all sex with the same stewardess. Really? If you watch that and the band played on, people forget about that. I was up at that this week.
I never saw it.
One of my weekly movies. Excuse me, Jay, you're going to see if there's a trailer for this. And the band played on.
We can't play the trailer.
No, but they'll tell you who's in it. You're going to go, damn, how the fuck did I even see that? Everybody's in it. Like, it was such a.
But just go to the movie. Don't go for a YouTube. Don't go to a trailer. Just go to the movie on IMDb. And
Richard
you'll be
Gere,
able to
how
see.
good looking he was. He was still flinging dick.
He's a beautiful man.
And these guys are all gay. And he's going to interview gay dudes that got it. And then we started with a spot on my hand. This is a phenomenal movie if you've never seen it.
So there's the starring. There's the cast. Matthew Modine from Vision Quest.
Alan Alda, Matthew Modine, Natalie Bay, fucking Phil Collins, Alex Courtney, David Dukes, Richard Gere. And somebody else in this movie.
That was back in the day when rock
Angelica
stars.
Houston was great. Glenn Healy was great in this. See, they're all doctors. Yes, Richard Gere was a choreographer. It doesn't say which choreographer.
It doesn't say.
But it's supposed to be somebody who was very big at that time.
Who's it? See, who it's supposed to be based on?
He's on the like.
The actual choreographer, the real one that it's based on. Right, but find out who it's supposed to be based on. Phil Collins was in that movie. It's interesting. Like the rock stars used to be, they used to do movies back then. Remember Gene did a few movies.
Oh my God!
And the guy with the bomb in his mouth.
Oh,
Rutger Hauer. That's right.
Wanted, Dead or Alive, cocksucker. Gene Simmons did that one.
He was a bad guy.
With Gene Simmons was brilliant. It was on Miami Vice. He played the coke dealer on the fucking boat in the pilot for the second season. He was phenomenal. He always played an Arab. They made him think of something. You know, Gene would be an Arab. Fucking good at something. And Wanted, Dead or Alive, he was an Arab terrorist. And in Miami Vice, he was like an international Arab arms dealer. He did a ton of work. Phil Collins did a good one this episode.
Kevin Bacon, right?
Yeah. Kevin Bacon.
There's a lot of great movies from that era.
I've been putting them out, G. That's it. It started like March 4th for me by mistake. At about 11 o'clock, I caught on because my wife changed something at the house. So they threw a different epic package. And at 11 o'clock, Death Wish started. And that movie as a little kid fucked my shit up.
Wasn't Jeff Goldblum
Yes,
one of the rapers?
That rape scene in that movie fucked me up. So I started watching my mom a lot more. Like, that's a rapist. That's fucking nasty.
Those movies got campy. Like the Death Wish movie started out, the real first one was really kind of disturbing and scary.
Very disturbing.
And you were with Bronson. You're like, go get him.
Oh, no, you were with Bronson.
Yeah.
At that time, New York had the vigilante, the Jewish guy, Berkowitz, the one that got on the train and shot the two black teens because he felt intimidated by him.
Right, he shot one in the back.
Right. New York was kind of in a fucking little bit of a uproar. I don't know if Death Wish was first or that movie was first. But Death Wish is fucking, the rape scene is so fucking, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, he was really scary. That wasn't even Charles Bronson was a bad motherfucker in that movie too. You believed it. He had those shark eyes.
Well, he went to Arizona to try to relax after his wife died. His wife was arrested.
When the cops discovered 23 kilos of meth.
Yeah. I got a good movie people forgot about. Which one? Southern Comfort. Remember that movie?
No.
A bunch of guys are doing. They're in the swamp. I think it was Louisiana, and they're like National Guard guys. They think they're being cute, and they run into these backwoods swamp people that live back there, and they wind up getting those Creole, those French dudes that speak French. Is this it? Yeah, man. So they run into these communities of people that live deep, I guess, like Cajun people. Am I saying that right? Is that wrong? Is that what it is? And they get fucked up, and they get sucked into these guys' world. They think they're being cute, and they shoot at someone or something. I forget how it happens, but they wind up getting fucked up by these guys, and it's scary. I haven't seen it in a long time. I enjoyed the shit out of it when it came out, though. 81, freshman in high school.
It's good fucking. I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah. Booth.
What's his name again?
Booth. He
What's
also,
his first name?
I forget, he also played.
T.K. Kirkland's in that movie?
He could be.
The stand-up.
Yes, he could be.
He was in a lot of movies, man.
Yes, he was.
He was in the John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
Remember that?
T.K. Kirkland.
See the what's the cast? Travis Booth? Is that his name? No. Is that right? Yeah, it's
He played the dude in Jonestown.
oh yes, that's right. That's right. He did. Powers Booth, that's right. Keith Carradine, that's right. Who else is in there? Can you show me the is it TK Carter, not Kirkland, TK Carter. Sorry, TK Kirkland. I blame the weed. TK Carter used to be around the store. Used to be around the store.
Great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Damn, I haven't seen him in forever. Right? He was always doing movies while he was doing stand-up, and then wind up just doing these big ass movies. When he was in The Thing, I remember. What year was The Thing? 82. So he was in The Thing when I was in high school. Crazy. So by the time I came out here,
I saw him.
it's like 6 years later.
Yeah, it was crazy. That's
No, more than that, 82. So 10, 12 years later. 12 years later, I was out here. So it was 12 years after that. Southern Comfort. It's a good movie.
one of my all-time favorites. All-time favorites.
What's that?
Passion was the two Beverly cop. It's like the total town.
That guy.
No, that's Lombardo. That's Joe Passion. This movie is a fucking phenomenal movie. Oh my God, this is Danny Aiello's best fucking movie. If you got daddy issues, you do not watch this movie. So Joe Pesci in real life, the brother sold this movie as a script. He's great friends with Sylvester Stallone. Stallone puts him in all his movies now. He's always old in all the Sylvester Stallone. But this guy's name is, in fact, that black dude. So when I came to the store, this was one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a movie about a guy who hits a lottery ticket in New York City. He wins the New York State lottery ticket, the first lottery ticket of all time. It's a true story. That actor in real life won. That guy on the left, right there.
Yeah.
He's the one that's, hey, Vinny, today's your lucky day.
Yeah.
My name is Carmine Falco. He's also that. Where do you think I stole that line from? Where do you think you're dealing with? Joey Bananas? That's from Beverly Hills Cop. He's the one that's selling Eddie Murphy the shit. And in the beginning of Beverly Hills Cop, he's the guy that has the truck that Eddie Murphy's going to rob. He's had great scenes. Like he had that one with Beverly Hills, and then he was in Midnight Run when fucking they made De Niro go look for the guy that they made go look for De Niro is sitting with an Italian guy that's handcuffed.
Who's Midnight Run?
Midnight Run is De Niro and the guy that has Farina, just an Academy Award. But one of De Niro's best movies because he had to do comedy. That guy.
Charles Grodin.
Oh, this is a classic
Yeah.
movie. Dennis Farina is the best gangster in the world.
Oh, that's right. And De Niro's a
Oh, the bounty
you know, capture him.
But there's a dude. There's the dude that they hire. They look for De Niro.
Whatever happened to that Charles Grodin guy?
He's still looking for O.J.'s killer. He's still looking for him to kill Nicole. That's who he's looking for. He's still mad at O.J. They finally fucking 19 when I first moved to L.A., the black dude from 29th Street came into the store one night, and I thought I was on suckers. Who is it? That one played. He's a drill sergeant in that movie. He played Anthony because Frank Pesh was